What's up, family? Welcome back to our channel. It's your favorite couple as usual, Kay and Dex, and this is an update for the second trimester. Yes, currently I'm ending the first trimester in like 3 to 4 days, so that's basically it. I'm just going to update you on what has been happening so far to your cutest mom to be. Yep. So in the 13th week, there was this frequent urination. As I said, I have to stop saying it because Charlie, I keep peeing every now and then abdominal pain. Now I couldn't sleep, insomnia. Like I'll just go to bed and my eyes will open like I'm supposed to take care of the whole house. Everybody's asleep and I'm not sleeping. I'm just sitting there and all of that. And then the loss of appetite too. And then my navel that is the belly button, it started coming out on the 13th week. And then the belly line, that is the linear nigra or something, it started showing, like it started becoming black and all of that. And then the tender breast, it still persisted. And then heaviness of the belly. I think at that time the baby was growing and becoming big and all of that, so I would sometimes feel heaviness in my belly and all of that. So that was for the 13th week. In the 14th week, there was heaviness in my belly, fatigue and frequent urination, tender breast, change in nipple color. It became so black and it looked funny, pain in buttocks. That was basically it for the 14th week. It was just the heaviness in the belly there. It was some way because I think baby was growing and it started taking up space in my stomach. So that was the time that I think my belly started showing small. But don't cry if you don't really know me. You think that that's how my stomach is. So moving on to the 15th week, there was still pain in buttocks, bigger breasts, belly getting bigger, so it started getting noticeable around the 15th week. Gassing, I could gas for all of you. Frequent urination, waist pain and abdominal pain. That was it for the 15th week. So moving on to the 16th week, abdominal pain and the waist pain, it was still there. And then now I started seeing unnoticeable rashes on my forehead. That one, if you don't really look at me closely, you won't see, because even my husband didn't notice it. I had to tell him that, can you see this? It wasn't noticeable, but there was a little bit of rashes on my forehead. And then the tender breast, now my feet started getting swollen. When I sit for a short time or stand for, I just need to lie. When I stand, my feet get swollen. Even as we are talking now, I might insert a video of it. My feet are so swollen that I couldn't even go to work today. Then my navel was totally out and looking shiny. My kid sister would see my navel and run away. I don't know what was wrong with her at that time. And then the swollen fingers, it kept on becoming bigger, and then it would just reduce, become bigger, just reduce. Frequent urination, frequent urination, fatigue, and then I started getting back pain. I don't know if probably how I sit in the office, or I don't really know, but I started having back pain. And then the sharp pain I was talking about in the first trimester, when I said my wrist would hurt that I have to scream, it came back during the 16th week. And then I got cold, kata, yeah. So that was no. And then I had pain in my hips and my buttocks again. And then moving on to the 17th week, the pain in the 16th week didn't go. It continued through the 17th week. So I was still having the pain in the buttocks and your hips. Sometimes when I'm getting up to even go to the washroom, I have to limp a little and all of that. And then swollen fingers and feet, frequent urination, waist pain, and then tender breast. and then I got emotional again during the 17th week. And then the 18th week, now the extreme thing was that my breast became so big that I had to change my bras again. And then the waist pain, and then I started having pain in my knee. Like, it was so severe and painful. And then the nausea came back, tender breast, sharp pain, frequent urination, and the belly kept growing bigger and bigger. And then my weight increased just that 1 week. Like, my weight just became boom, like it became heavier. And then the traction too was still persistent. Now to the 19th week, the swollen feet were still there, waist pain and abdominal pain, the bigger and tender breast. I'm sure by now you're even tired of that, but it happens. Then the belly became bigger again, and then the linear nigra started thickening. So now from a distance you could see that the line is coming. Before, unless you come closer, but from a distance you could see that the line was becoming deeper and deeper. And then the sharpening in the wrist, as I said earlier, frequent urination, trashing. And then in the 18th week, I forgot to mention, I started feeling baby movements. Even though it wasn't so severe, from my 8th week I could feel bubbles in my stomach and all of that. During the 18th week, I felt baby movements. Like when you're sitting, you can see that my stomach is doing sharp like that. And then the 19th week, it became serious. So that's it for the 19th week. And then the last thing I experienced the 19th week was that I was eating frequently. Like every time I feel like eating something. So to the 20th week, baby movement was serious. Waist pain came back, frequent urination, pain on the right side, like my right body was just hurting for nothing. And then back pain, tummy becoming big, linear nigra deepening, swollen feet from too much walking. Like I wanted to exercise a little, so I would just be walking around, and by the time I finish walking, my feet is swollen. And then thrashing, and then pain in the buttocks for the 21 weeks, for the 21st week of the second trimester. I don't know if you get it. So for the 21 weeks, tummy becoming bigger, line deepening, swollen feet, thrashing, pain in buttocks. Now we'll move to the 22nd week. That was when I discovered the book, The Supernatural Childbirth. And in that book, I read that childbirth is supposed to be easy. It's not supposed to be painful as our parents, our grandparents have been telling us about. So when I read the book, I started praying about it and all of that, and I realized that the symptom was coming down, like it was reducing drastically. So with the 22nd week, just trashing, tender breast, and backache. So you see the difference. So now the times that I was having about 8-9 symptoms in a week, now I reduced to 3. So I was just trashing, which is normal. Tender breast, very normal. Backache, I'm sure probably how I'm sitting in the office or something. And then when I moved to the 23rd week, my fingers started swelling again. I had the waist pain. Baby movements became so severe. Even right now as I'm talking, I'm getting some punches, but you can see the line deepened. And that was it for 23 weeks. So you realize that the symptoms started becoming, and then I started understanding that some of the pain, the waist pain wasn't waist pain. It was just your body practicing how to contract for you to give birth some time to come. So on the 24th week, I got running tummy. And then my hand started peeling. I'll insert a video of it. It looked basa, like my I was just peeling off anyhow. And then the baby movement, frequent urination, I've already told you. And then insomnia from the 23rd week to 24th week, like I was just not sleeping, not getting enough rest. So every time I wake up, I feel tired and all of that. And then the back pain. So moving on to the 25th week. frequent urination, baby movement, back pain, waist pain, and then trashing and cold. That was basically it for 25th week. The 26th week, surprisingly, just two things happened to me. I was just trashing, no pain, nothing, and then the baby movement. That was it. And then in this last week for the last trimester and the second trimester, this week is the last week for the second trimester, and then I enter into the last part of this pregnancy. Right now, so far, my feet is swollen like something. Today I couldn't go to bed because of how swollen my feet is. Baby movement, trashing, and then the line keeps becoming deeper and deeper. And then my stomach, yesterday I even had something annoying at work, but Charlie, it's for another time. My stomach had become really big and all of that. So that's basically it for the second trimester. I just felt I should update you on what has been happening to your cutest mom to be. And so make sure you subscribe to our channel, make sure you comment, like, and share. If you also have an experience on what you experienced during the second trimester, you can also put it in the comment section. But just know that we all have different bodies, we all have different systems, so what will happen to me might not happen to you. But just know that God didn't want us to go through so much pain, and so we can also give it like a Hebrew woman. Just pray about it and believe God for it. So until the next video, adios. Mwah.